Hello, everyone. Welcome to Quantum Leap. I'm your host, Toyin Umesiri, author of Mindset of an Entrepreneur. This show is all about empowering entrepreneurs and business owners to accelerate your journey to success. So, I want to welcome you all, and I'm excited to bring you a lot of great information and insight, both from myself and also future special guests that we're going to have on the show. Today, I want to talk about the power of stories that sell. I want you, as an entrepreneur and a business owner, to really activate and unlock stories in your business. The reason is because as humans, we connect on shared value. Your experiences, your journey is actually all that we have to offer. Our commitment to serving our clients and customer, how do we tell that story? It's actually a skill that you can improve on. Stories sell, stories sell value, stories sell products and services. So, what's your story? Whenever I'm teaching about sales, the sales process, and the sales journey map, one of the things I also teach is that at every point in the sales journey, it's an opportunity to share a story. So, as example, during the introduction stage, we can share a story of who we are, the brand story, why we do what we do, who we are committed to serving. At the point of introducing ourselves to, say, a stranger, I always say, how do you convert a stranger to a client or a customer? Is how we connect with our stories. Who are you? Your ability to express and introduce yourself, your business, your work, your brand, your product, your services is where we make connection with other people. So, what's the story behind your product? What's the story behind your services? What's the story behind even the investments you've made in yourself to become the expert that can now support other people's journey? Stories sell, right? Stories sell. So, what stories are you going to craft that helps you connect with a stranger? Look at your website, look at your social pages, your company pages as well, and ask yourself this question: what stories am I sharing with the world with the messaging that I'm putting out there? Our profile, our logo, our headline, our tagline. What impression are we giving those who potentially could work with us in the future? These are all things that you can perfect, you can improve on. And that's what I'm challenging us to do today. Stories that sell allow us to generate interest. So once you connect with people, how do you gain interest? It's going deeper into the value that you carry. What can you do for people? Who are you? But what do you do? What can you do for people? What's the story that you're going to present when I ask you, as example, what do you do? Well, how do you serve people? Why do you serve people? There's a story there. Our ability to present that story to others is really what opens the opportunity for them to gain curiosity. Stories help people get curious about your background, why you do what you do. What journey have you been on to have arrived at the conclusions you've arrived at? Stories help us build connections. Stories also help build curiosity. Interest is built behind stories. So, as an entrepreneur and business owner, what story are you going to craft and present and share with the world that helps people interested in what it is you're doing? It has to be compelling, it has to be magnetic, it has to be interesting, otherwise, we're not going to pay attention. Once you are able to connect with strangers and now they're interested, now you pique their interest, there's the next phase in the sales process that has to do with prospecting, evaluating the level of interest. We can use stories to deepen interest and connection. We can share common value. We can share the story of why I care. Why do I care to invest my time and energy to serve you? Your story can help people understand why you do what you do. So, if I'm to ask you, what do you do and why do you do it? Your ability to craft that also starts unlocking your mission and your vision. The world cares to know, what do you believe in? What compels you to serve the people you serve? Those type of story deepens connection. If you share your values, if you share your beliefs, if you're open enough to be authentically you and to also open yourself to expressing, right, your intentions, you become very magnetic. Because not everybody usually shares their intention. But when we know your intention, when you make your intentions known, once you make your intentions known, guess what happens? We start building trust. When you say what you mean and mean what you say, you're able to establish trust in the marketplace. So stories help us deepen trust. It helps us establish trust and it also helps us deepen trust. And in order for you to sell, in order for you to serve with your product and services, you need to build trust with people. So let me ask you, what stories are you going to craft that helps people trust you? That story has to do with you exposing your intentions, exposing your beliefs, exposing the audacity you have to speak your mind. This is how we build right trust in the marketplace. We trust people that say what they mean and mean what they say. Be that person. Also, further in the sales process is when we move into conversion. Not just talking to strangers or prospects, people who have showed interest, but now you move into people who are now interested in investing in us, in our solutions, in our services. Okay? The story you want to start crafting at that stage of your sales process is one that demonstrates competency. Because at the end of the day, we want solutions that are effective. We may like you, we may trust you, but we also want to understand, can you deliver on your promise to be of service to us? So what you want to do is demonstrate competency. You can showcase how you've served other people before. So the results, previous result, is a great story to share in the marketplace. For you to be able to demonstrate the results you can deliver, the results you're promising to deliver for people. One of the ways you can deepen that belief in your competency is just to show people what you've done before. Who have you worked before? What do people have to say about you? Testimonials, feedbacks. They are great stories of previous clients and customers. They are great stories of previous clients and customers that you can showcase and say, listen to what my previous client has to say about working with me. There's a story in there. Because when we hear other people express through their own stories the journey they've been on with you, it provides clarity of what to expect from you. Stories sell the promise of a better future for people. So if we can find those who you've taken on that journey and they've arrived successfully, right, to attain the results, why don't you share their stories? Interview them. Ask them to freely express themselves in terms of what that experience and that journey was like. Because other potential clients and customers put a premium and a value on hearing how other people have enjoyed your services and products. There's also the story of the hero, your ability to encourage and inspire your potential clients and customers to invest in their future, to invest in solutions that can give them the future they want. Your ability to help them understand that you see them, you know them, you understand them, and you care deeply about the journey they are on, enough to be willing to invest your time, energy, and resources to create solutions that will move them towards success. There's a story in there. Tell that story of why you care. Tell that story of how you believe in them. Tell that story of what's possible for them. Inspire them to be their own hero. Inspire them to invest in their future. Inspire them to commit to action that will get them the results they desire. There are stories in there as well. Your story and also their story. Because in the world today, many people are lost, right? And your ability to offer leadership, to offer motivation, to offer inspiration can motivate people to the actions that will help them get the results that they want. After all, your product and services promises results, but people have to take action, right? Prospect has to become a lead. They have to take action. They have to desire. They have to want. They have to hunger for that solution before they invest in it. Your ability to craft stories that activate deep desire within your ability to craft stories that unlocks deep desire, deep aspirations in the hearts and the minds of the people you hope to serve will give them clarity of what they need to invest in. Make them the hero of their own journey, because truly they are. If they don't take action towards what it is that they want, would they really get it? Have those conversations through the power of stories. There's a workbook I talk about, Tales of Two Cities, in my academy, where we have to help people understand that we see them where they are, but we also see the future, the great future that is possible for them when they follow our leadership. There's a story there, your story of leadership. How do you lead your clients and customers to success? Share that story as well. Today, we've covered the power of stories, and I want you to unlock stories. Stories is what we share. This is what we experience of one another, your story and mine. And I look forward to having you join me on this journey of the quantum leap as I continue to share my stories and the stories of other people. And I also invite you to join us here in the studio if you would like to share your story as well. Do check out toyinumesiri.com if you have more questions and you need more support. Thank you so much for joining me on today's show, Quantum Leap to Success. Bye for now.